What an exciting time to be part of Asian Rugby. It's going to be a fantastic set of tournaments as everyone gets ready. And there's a lot of hope and ambition in some of the nations we're looking at the moment, particularly in this men's series, Pool B. Eyes fall upon the Philippines, who've come out of Division 1 final in 15s. They've been impressing a lot of people in the region so far with the way they've come forward. And in the women's, of course, Japan, well, they stand almighty. They're already going to the Olympics. And so the carrot is really out there for the likes of China. They've spent a year on the World Series to see if that benefit will have been of benefit to them.
Okay, and our first match today, it's going to be Kazakhstan. They finished 3rd overall last year against Thailand, who finished the series in 6th position. Kazakhstan with a team lineup. There's some real campaigners that we've seen over the seasons. Stepanuga, Nurmatova, back to Bayeva, Proskarina, and on the Thai side of the ledger, there are some familiar names in the lineup. We'll bring those to you shortly, but it's a pretty warm day here in Incheon as the teams burst out for Game 1. We've got 16 games coming at you today, and beautiful sunshine down there. Kazakhstan in the white, playing from right to left on your screen. Thailand in the yellow and blue. And a few new faces in the Kazakhstan side. Number 6, Odno Letov, you can see her there. And also number 5, Baziruk. And number 2, Askarova. 3 new faces to the team. And some real wily old characters there. Not the quickest team around, but also keep your eyes out for Koracek and number 12, leading try scorer, 11-point tries last year for Kazakhstan. And then players like Liamrat, Piamat, and Danaporn, also campaigners, no short of experience in either of these sides, as Butsaya gets us down nice and deep, straight into the hands of the hard-running Kazakhstanis. They just don't one way, don't they? They go straight. Good hands there from Nurmatova, I think it was, and they keep it alive. But we've got an early knock on, so it's going to be a scrum as Baziruk in number 5 was coming away, one of the new players. So here we go, first set piece of the series.
Well, welcome to Asian Women's Sevens, ladies and gentlemen. If this is your first time watching these nations play, they've all got their own ticks, they've all got their own strengths, and Thailand in the yellow are probably one of the most devilish tackling teams you've ever seen on a rugby paddock.
And here's the difference of styles, isn't it? Just Thailand through the hands, getting it wide, whereas Kazakhstan happy just to plough up through the middle. And they've got good passes on them, these Thais, all very stationary though, and the white line comes up nice and fast, but there's a good carry coming in. That's Danaporn, one of the experienced players here. They're split either way now. They've decided to go the other way, just stress testing this Kazakhstani structure. There's a little scrum half, Ratanaporn in 5, runs into a bit of trouble out wide. Askarova in number 3, they've managed to pull it to ground. This is good continuity from Thailand. Just happy to push it across the line. Danaporn again with a carry, taking some heavy fire into the Kazakhstani half. They're not worried about territory, are they? Just giving everyone a nice early touch. This is Chayatip in 13, one of the new players. Ratanaporn takes it to ground, 40 metres out. Kazakhstan defence looks good. No breaks yet. Danaporn again, tries to get on the outside of Nurmatova, does so. Koracek comes in, they can get the inside ball, which they do. Chayatip, it gets bundled over, and must have been about 1,000 passes there. And good opening stanza from both sides.
Yeah, terrific work by Thailand. By gee, they've been working on their skills since we've seen them last season. And their passing has improved remarkably, and it's going to be pretty harsh on the Kazakhstan team, moving the big girls around one side to the other, letting the ball do the work. It's superb work from Thailand, exciting to watch.
They've got a great set piece, Kazakhstan, and Nurmatova gets that one in and comes around the back there, and this is Kushibayeva. Good one-up defence there from the Thais, managed to turn. That's a great tackle from Thailand. Can they force it? Yes, looks like they have. Brilliant defence. Winning the penalty there. Just heaving the Kazakhstani player over onto the Thai side and letting her colleagues come in and swoop on it. That's good stuff.
The first contact there on the Thai tackle. The first tackler went in and absolutely bowled the Kazakhstani player. They may not be the biggest group of women in the tournament, but they hit like the hammers of hell.
Yes. Thank you.
Thailand this time with the clean line out. They get a chance off first phase. This is Thanaporn. Eyes up Kotacek. Kotacek's a huge athlete out there. I wouldn't want to run into her. She's got the blonde highlights this year. Looking sharp down there. Chichanuk goes to ground. There's no one there though. Kushibayeva throws herself into it. And there, someone takes the line on. It's Piamat. She's straight through and she gets caught. That was a last gasp tackle. First real half line break of the game. Just about to say that someone needs to straighten up. And they did it. They're right out in front, about 25 metres. Thanaporn with the ball. They split either way here. Thanaporn goes left. There's something on here. It's a double switch. Looping around comes Piamat. Second straightening from her, and that could be her role today. Although the Kazakhstan defence has been pretty handy, they haven't been able to force any turnovers yet, and as I say that, they do so. And they earn the penalty to relieve some pressure maybe.
Well, I'm impressed with the early showing from Thailand here. They've shown some real development from 12 months ago. Their ability to start moving that ball around. They've got Kazakhstan concerned here. Just hard to fathom the change in skill set that this Thai team have got now. It's opened up a lot of the field for them. Starting to see some pretty enterprising play, but how are they going to deal with this Kazakhstan team if they start getting a roll on?
So they're finally in Thai territory. They've got a line out on the 10. Rock solid there to Anna Yakovleva, and on the front foot here, they're running the ball. Got some good momentum going forward. Here's Lilia Bazirak. Breaks down, and Kushibayeva has to flop on that one. Trying to probe down this near side. She beats the tackle, does Bazirak. Up against the sideline, one of the best defenders in the game. Yakovleva with the hands. Here goes Kotacek. She knows her way to the try line and she looks up. She's got one to beat. Oh, great covering tackle from Thanaporn. She does the job. Gets big Kotacek now, and here goes the speedster. It's Alina Askarova, one of the new players, and it was Lyudmila Kotacek. 11 tries last year. Looked like she was going to go in, but here's our first score of the weekend. And it's patient build-up from the Kazakhstanis.
They came down, they showed the ability to just go on with the play, Kazakhstan. Impressive work. Thailand team just need to show a little bit more resolve and confidence. Defence has been so good.
And there's our first look at one of the newbies, Alina Askarova, and just gets on that right foot twice and beats a couple of Thai defenders. And that's interesting, isn't it? Because last year they bought Daria Chakiova. She's in number 11 this weekend. She was a bit of a sensation herself. Took the pressure off the star players like Kotacek. And looks like we might have another finisher in the ranks. So that would give Kazakhstan at least 3 that could be able to go long distance. And that's what you need here. Not famous for their pace. Usually a bit bigger set, harder running. And it's pretty warm down there. When the sun's out, there's a slight breeze. It's about 26, 27 degrees, coming towards the end of the summer here. It'll be a lot cooler when we come back, Jed, in November for the men's Olympic qualifiers. Could be down to 2 degrees.
Oh, I don't mind that, Grant, to be honest.
You'll have to put on your fur-lined jandals.
Oh, I've got them. They've been waiting. There's a couple of spectators enjoying a nice day out in the sun, watching the rugby. Afternoon, girls. Best seats in the house, halfway.
Bit of a shame for them. The Korean women's team were relegated last season, so they won't be in this series. Up come Malaysia for their first run at the top level of Asia Rugby Sevens. See them a bit later today. Thank you for joining us. If you're on the feed from Thailand, Kazakhstan, or everywhere else around the world, it's great having you with us. Leave your comments, support your team, and good to have you with us over the weekend. Some big games today, Jed. China, Singapore next, followed by Hong Kong and Sri Lanka. Japan, Malaysia. That's our 4 rounds of the women's draw today.
Well, they're all slowly closing in on each other, aren't they? There's going to be some real fireworks in this tournament. If this is the way Thailand have started, they're usually, well, they're brave, traditionally Thailand, but they've not really been on a footing with the likes of Kazakhstan. But here we are, 7-0, start of the second half.
And a bobble from the restart. There's no sun in the eyes there, so it just seemed to fall a bit short of her reach. Yeah, Thailand probably last season took a little bit of a back step. They were finishing in the top 4 normally, especially while Kazakhstan took a season out. But last season they seemed to have slipped to Sri Lanka. They played Sri Lanka in every tournament for the 5th, 6th playoff and lost every one of them to the Sri Lankans, who made massive gains in their few seasons. Here come Kazakhstan. Love this on the front foot. The Thai defence is just holding back a bit, you got to say. And that's a big mistake there from...
I don't think the Thai defence held back at all on poor old number 10, Koshibayeva. She has absolutely copped one there from the Thai defender, and rightly so. She's down on one knee, taking in a bit of breath here because she got absolutely walloped. And if I can just spot the player that put the shot in, I think it might have been Chichanok. And
it's a bit winded.
Oh, yeah. That is the result of a fairly well-placed shoulder. And the poor old Kazakhstan player is just remembering how to breathe. That is what happens when you get clobbered.
They are giving the attacking Kazakhstanis a lot of space to get some steam up. She's going to soldier on. So Thailand, here we go, just out of shot there. I think Baziruk was her eye taken off the ball by the crunching tackle there. There she goes, Kushibayeva. She's skip at the side, vastly experienced. Kazakhstan not going for the big shunt there, as you might expect. Bit of footwork here coming in from Tanaporn. Going lateral is Ratanaporn, and just ducking under one. That's good work there from Chichanok. Here we go again, the advancing Kazakhstanis trying to stem that one off there. In with the tackle is Nurmatova. That's a high floater. Got a check there, going in to put the work on Piamat. That's a loose one.
Doing well here, Kazakhstan. And showing some real muscle, keeping Thailand boxed down in the corner, but look out.
Here goes Butsaya. One to beat. It's a long way ahead. So it was Tanaporn again. Chichanok just recognising that there's no one really behind the ball, so she delays and she pops it up in the air. popped out by Askarov there for the knock on.
Off the hook, Thailand, they're in real trouble there.
Okay.
And a very caring referee over there, inquiring to the welfare
Are you okay?
of the try scorer, Alina Askarova. Here's the Thai coach, Krit Puskapom. Yeah, so the Kazakhstanis feeling this. It might be the heat as well, Jed. This is more Thailand conditions, isn't it?
Well, it'll be a combination of things, but they won't be liking chasing the ball this early in the tournament. And if there's one stark improvement in the Thai game that I've noticed, it has been their passing and handling. A few of these passes, when they're a little bit fatigued, the passes are drifting a little bit, but and they're not far off being right on the money. It could be a very dangerous side, Thailand, if they start putting the passes in the right place.
Right. Set.
3 minutes gone in the first half, under pressure from the scrum base there, and putting the kick in is Utampon, and there's no one back there, of course. Chachkova goes back. The speedster we mentioned, she gets a bit of space, there's problems. And good follow through from the Thais. They go quick. Ratanapon. Advantage, they were offside. Coming out left now to Tanapon. And we'll go back, but very eager work from Thailand, trailing by the 1 try. This is a game they need to win. We go straight into semis after 3 rounds, so they've got to pick off China or Kazakhstan, realistically, to make that top 2 of the pool. This is Tanapon, and all sorts of trickery down there. Laksina now. Can't get outside of Askarov, and she gets bundled over. Again, good defence from Kazakhstan. It's very impressive.
Yeah, it is. It's good strength there. They just, and is one of their key components in Kazakhstan. They've got the ability to be physical, and it's dangerous, isn't it? Sort of skirting with the sideline when you're a smaller player. Remember the side of Jonah Lomu trashing a few guys in the touch. They thought they were safe about 10 metres in.
Wasali Sarevi springs to mind. Is she offside from that position? Kazakhstan with 1 in the bin for 2 minutes. So here's a chance for Thailand. 3 minutes remain. They're against 6 players. Play on. Has she got the gas? Chichanuk on the outside. Chigachiova takes her down. That was a crucial take. Thailand, they want to score here. They must score here. Laksina straightens. Good looping round, and the defence is good. Kotacek there with an early tackle maybe. She was all amongst the Thai back line, and that was a crucial turnover for Kazakhstan. Not sure if the viewers can hear it, Jed, but we can hear the referee on her mic. She's puffing. It's hot out there. She's doing a lot of mileage as well.
Oh, let's see. Pretty good performance from both teams. First up in the 7th season. I know they probably had some hit-outs already. But the Asia Rugby 7 series, only 3 tournaments long. You want to be on the go right from the first whistle.
Here goes the speedster. She gets on the outside of the one. The sweeper comes across. Tachiova cuts inside her, and beautiful covering tackle from Tanapon.
And there it is again.
Really sensational.
That tenacity from Thailand in their tackling. 3 tacklers chasing, and she still couldn't get the ball away in time. Second time she's been caught and penalised for not releasing fast enough, but it's just testament to the Thailand desire to defend their line. 7-0. I wouldn't have picked this one, to be honest. Lisa, I would have put maybe Kazakhstan 3 or 4 tries up on them.
Okay, now they get their 7th player back on for the final minute. Maybe Thailand should have just kept that in hand and played out the last minute against 6 players. So a couple of substitutions from Coach Popov, the Kazakhstan. He's bringing on back to Bieva in 7. Desperately trying to hold on to this. This is a crucial ding-dong for second spot, really, you'd think, in the pool. Singapore being the other team. Singapore and China. There's a lot of faffing around down there for this line out. We've used up a full 30 seconds. Time's back on. Last chance for Thailand. They need a converted try. Oh, it's gone over the top to Kotacek. She gets the big legs pumping. She's going. She's going. She's going all the way. And that is the mark of this player. She beats 3. And I'm not sure if she's pumping the ground in excitement or pain, but that seals the match for sure. Hope that's not an injury. Clutching at the knee. That would be tragic.
Well, that doesn't look very good at all. This is a tough customer. Well, they just keep coming, this Thai team, and well, it's not over till it's over, and it was a fairly innocuous fall, so hopefully it's nothing major, but it doesn't look good, does it? Oh, poor woman looks in agony.
The medic's on there with the magic spray and the hooter sound, so that's the end of this game here. We're underway here in Korea with the first match of this first leg of the 2019 7 Series. It's Kazakhstan who take 12 points. Thai with the big 0, and they'll just be sweating on Kotacek being okay. We're underway here in Korea. We're standing by for the next match.
Well, encouraging stuff from Thailand.
I need eye for the call.
Maybe a slow